Imagine that you're a young child living in Africa. One day your mother receives word that your father has died, but when told how, she begins to cry uncontrollably. You can't understand why your mother's so distraught, but your mother has just learned that she's also contracted AIDS. And although she understands that her fate is inevitable, it's just a matter of when. One day you go off to school only to return home to find that your mother has passed away. You have now become the sole provider for you and your younger siblings. What would you do? For many children in Africa, this is the grim reality. I've had the opportunity to research GTCC's SIRS database, as well as organizations like avert.org and veronicastory.org. I'll first go over the three main causes of the spread of AIDS in Africa, and then I'll go over two organizations that are working extensively with the African government to prevent the further spread of AIDS in Africa. The three main causes of the spread of AIDS are cultural, predatory, and lasciviousness. In the African culture, many women in various tribes have a practice that they are teaching their young daughters, which is to insert a special herb that has drying agents into their vaginal canal with the purpose of drying out their vaginal canal. And they do this for two reasons. One reason is because if a woman is naturally lubricated down there, men feel that their wives have been unfaithful, so they prefer their wives to be dry. Secondly, it provides extra pleasure. But on the other hand, this pleasure for the man causes tiny tears in the woman's vaginal canal, and it makes her more susceptible to any kind of infections or illnesses, and more specifically, the AIDS virus. The second cause is predatory. Many men in Africa have a belief that if they have AIDS and they have intercourse with a young virgin, her purity will in some way make him pure and rid him of the AIDS virus. But all he's doing is spreading the AIDS virus to the young girl, girls as young as 10 years old. And the last cause is lasciviousness. Because men in Africa view their wives as property, they feel that they can have as many sexual partners and wives as possible. This poses a problem because many of the women that these men are engaging in sexual acts with are HIV positive. More specifically, these women are prostitutes. And not only are they HIV positive, but they're also drug addicts. So this raises the rate of the spread of AIDS in Africa. And then the men go home to their wives, and the wives are not permitted to ask any questions or to even ask their husband to use protection. And the AIDS virus is transmitted from husband to wife. One organization that's working extensively with the African government is avert.org. They provide groundwork, they provide shelter for children, they provide medicine to the African government, and they also provide services to caretakers that are left behind. As you can see in this slide behind me, there's a group of grandparents, grandmothers, and they're called go-go's. And in the image, the go-go getters are having a meeting to discuss their grandchildren and things that they can do to make the children's lives better. Also, another organization is veronicastory.org. Veronica Story was founded in memory of a little girl by the name of Veronica that was supposed to be adopted by an American journalist, Tracy Neal. Veronica eventually died, but through her death, Veronica's Story was born. Veronica's Story provides shelter to mothers and children so that the mothers that are HIV positive can spend their last days with their children until their end. And also Veronica's Story advocates for parents that want to adopt children that are not HIV positive but that are orphaned in Africa as a result of the spread of AIDS. I've went over the three main causes of the spread of AIDS in Africa, and I've also mentioned the two organizations that are working extensively with the African government. If you'd like more information, visit avert.org or veronicastory.org. I ask you the question again. What would you do? For many children in Africa, this is a question that they have to ask themselves daily. I hope I've shed light on this important topic.